You ever get that gut punch feeling right before something big drops? That's exactly where we're at today. Behind the scenes with the Edmonton Oilers, tempers ran hot, sticks were flying, and one moment might have just shifted the entire direction of the season. While a couple of guys lost their cool and the room got tense, the rumblings from the staff started shaking things up. And honestly, what looks like drama might be the spark this team's been missing. But is it really? You're not gonna believe what we've got today. So grab a seat, tap that like button, and let's get right into it. Kasperi Kapanen stepped off the ice today, leaving a message without saying a word. Picture it. Practice winding down, guys stretching, everyone in that easygoing end of skate vibe. Then out of nowhere, he heads to the bench, slams his stick, and sends wood flying. A couple of twigs scattered, the whole mood shifts. That's not just a tantrum, not just theatrics. When a guy coming back from injury reacts like that, it's because something's way off, whether it's the body or the head. And that sends a massive warning to the entire Oilers group. Ryan Rishaug from TSN said it straight. It looked like he tweaked something again. And right away, fans know that fear. What if it's the same injury? What if he realized he's not ready just when he seemed close to returning? Kapanen's been skating on his own empty with Ryan Nugent-Hopkins to speed up his recovery. He looked quick, light on his edges, giving off that vibe that he'd be good to go Saturday in blue and orange. But this outburst changes the whole picture. When your body doesn't answer, the frustration hits different. Now think about what that does to the lineup. The team's already been hammered by injuries, especially up front. Hyman out, Nugent-Hopkins easing back in, the bottom six struggling to pull their weight. Every returning player feels like a trade deadline pickup. Losing Kapanen again or getting a version of him who's unsure throws off the line rotation, the second power play unit, and honestly, the confidence of the whole room. Players pick up on that tension. They know when someone's rattled. Fans online jumped right into the fire. Some say that kind of reaction shows hunger and drive, that spark we demand when the team looks flat. Others say it's immature and just cranks up the pressure. But honestly, the stick smash isn't even the real concern. The real question is this: if he did re-injure himself, what's Stan Bowman's plan to plug yet another hole? Because it's not just another dude on the shelf. It's more depth evaporating on a roster that already lost key names in the offseason and hasn't truly replaced that secondary scoring. A healthy Kapanen would have been a boost. Speed, energy, helping take some minutes off the big guns, maybe fitting nicely on a heavier third line. Without him, here comes the puzzle again. More line juggling, forcing a young guy who isn't ready. Exposing issues management's been trying to patch until the next move. And while we're all trying to figure out if this was just a scare or the start of something bigger, his situation ties directly into what's happening behind closed doors with roster priorities. Because believe it or not, management isn't focused where most fans think. Before the dust from yesterday's chaotic skate even settled, a new storyline popped up, and it's rocking the Oilers front office. Stan Bowman's plan might not be what folks assumed. Most fans figured the top priority would be a new goalie. The goaltending debate's been raging for weeks. But according to insider David Pagnotta, that's not the case. Inside the organization, the focus is elsewhere. And that changes everything. Pagnotta said on Daily Faceoff Live that even though names like Tristan Jarry and Jordan Binnington have popped up, Bowman isn't treating the crease as his top concern right now. His attention is on the forward group and the blue line. That tells you management sees cracks in areas that should be more stable. And it raises a huge question. Is the offense actually built to carry this season? After a messy offseason, the team lost depth. Corey Perry, Evander Kane, Connor Brown, all gone. And even after bringing in Andrew Mangiapane, Jack Ryslavik, and the young Trent Frederick, the offensive consistency hasn't arrived. Roslovic has been a pleasant surprise with 10 goals and 18 points so far, but the rest aren't keeping pace. Howard got sent to Bakersfield, Frederick stuck at 2 goals, and Mangiapane, while battling hard, sits at only 8 points. When Hyman and Nugent-Hopkins go down, the wounds show. That's why it sounds like management's hunting for more firepower up front, Meanwhile, another concern's creeping in. The defense. Mash's Ekholm, usually steady as a rock, has been up and down after the injury he had at the end of last season. Darnell Nurse still hasn't settled back into the form that made him such a key piece years ago. Those mistakes are costing games. Bowman knows that without a reliable back end, McDavid and Draisaitl will keep carrying the weight every night. And here's the kicker, the salary cap. With only a sliver of space left, every move means giving something up. So what's the play? Cheaper options range from young upside to reliable vets. Yegor Chinakhov and Nick Robertson could add scoring punch, while Pavel Mintyukov or Mario Ferraro could give defensive stability. They're risky bets, but right now that's the kind of risk Bowman needs. The problem is simple. With the cap this tight, bringing someone in probably means losing a meaningful contract. And nobody in the room wants to see a major piece walk out. Naturally, fans are split. Some are begging for a goalie no matter the price, saying Picard can't carry the load. Others think doubling down on offense and defense makes more sense, especially given how much weight the Stars already carry. Either way, Bowman has to make a call soon, and one wrong move could sink the year. But hold on, because if you think that's controversial, what comes next is massive. You can almost hear Rogers' place buzzing ahead of time. After all the rumors, debates, and arguments about the Oilers' goaltending, a new possibility is emerging. And this one could change the franchise's trajectory. Not just any name. Juuse Saros, the dream goalie for half the fanbase. And the wild part, there are people who actually think it might happen. Analyst Mark Dennis dropped the bomb. The dream goalie is on the radar, and the conditions for a trade are starting to look real. Saros, the Nashville Predators star, is one of the most respected goalies in the league. Three-time All-Star, lightning fast, technically flawless. But even he's hit turbulence. This season's been rough. 6 wins, 9 losses, a save percentage under .890. For a guy like him, that's a major dip. And that's where opportunity opens. Edmonton might see this as the perfect moment to buy low and finally fix a problem that's haunted them for years. Bowman knows they can't keep going with uncertainty in net. Calvin Pickard's doing what he can, but he's not the type who steals games consistently. Imagine Saros back there, holding things down while McDavid and Draisaitl go to work. It would be a franchise-shifting move. But the reality isn't simple. Saros' contract is massive. 8 years, almost $62 million, a cap hit north of 7.5. To bring him in, someone significant has to go. That's why the fan base is torn. Some say bring him in no matter the cost, whether it's picks, prospects, or a top 6 contract. Others fear the price. Lose the wrong piece and you throw off the lineup and the chemistry. The cap is ruthless, and one misstep could set the team back. But the chance to add a goalie like this doesn't come often. And with the cup window open right now, can you afford to wait? Mark Dennis didn't hold back. If there's any chance Saros isn't staying in Nashville, Bowman needs to act fast. And there are whispers that early talks are already happening between agents and front offices. The question is simple. How far is Edmonton willing to go? McDavid wants to win now. Draisaitl too. Fans feel like this team is one goalie away from being a powerhouse. And if Saros really is that guy, maybe the risk is worth it. Social media has been lit up with fans arguing. Saros is the missing piece. What if it's another expensive mistake? That split perfectly captures where the Oilers are at today. Caught between fear of blowing it and hunger to chase the cup. And if you think all that is big, what's coming next might flip everything we thought we knew about this team's future. What a day. A heated practice, a tense locker room, a general manager moving pieces with surgeon-like patience, and a massive name looming over the franchise. Every update today makes one thing clear. The Edmonton Oilers are in transition, but alive, pushing, adjusting, looking for that stability that separates the good teams from the champions. So what do you think? Does Kapanen still have a place here? Is Bowman right to hold off on a goalie? Is Saros the move that changes everything? Drop your thoughts, tap that like button, hit subscribe, and let's ride this blue and orange wave together.